Hello. Oh, that's crazy. Like, you even get the letter, like, day of. Normally you would get, like, because it's weird, right? I guess, like, maybe depending on how, uh, things played out, but because I had Sahara show up on Wednesday, then the next person wouldn't get calculated till, like, Thursday, but because it was a special thing, they're like, just do it now, you know? So, a little weird, a little different, but whatever. Anyway, it's Friday, Black Friday. We got lots to do, and there's gonna be grab bags galore down here, as you can see. We're gonna get to that. I promise. But not yet. Yeah, we'll get to that soon. So I kind of want to like just buy the stuff, sell some stuff off, and then figure out what the deal with the turnips is, and then maybe work on all that stuff. I don't know. Also, while looking at like my list of like furniture I need, it's so small now. Like all the harvest stuff is off of it, so it just looks a lot better now. I mean, the station models make that one section look awful, but everything else looks pretty decent, you know? Like we are definitely getting very close to being done. Obviously, some of that stuff's gonna take a while, but you know, we have the potential to do very well today. Right, we got a bunch yesterday. We can get a bunch today. And then there's still like 3 holiday items next month that I need to get. The snowman, the dolly, and the toy car. And then hopefully I get some more jingle stuff. And I'll probably have to use in like another town, honestly, but can't really do anything about that. Just tried my best. Okay, 538, that is the number I remember from yesterday. I don't think we got a new shirt. No, we didn't. No, like, rain or snow, so no gyroids. Now you can sell all this. Only got 5 raffle tickets today. And there's no umbrella. I don't think the grab bags give you tickets. I could maybe buy some other stuff, but not gonna worry about that right now. Let's just rip this band-aid off. Okay, so I've never seen a Friday spike, and I've only made profit off of a non-spike week once, so I'm a little worried about this. I'm hoping we see, like, I don't know, It's a Black Friday miracle! Okay, that's actually nuts. Okay, Alright, yesterday I was saying, like, I cleared my schedule to make sure I had enough time to do everything. I believe I made the right call, because otherwise this would have been, like, a scramble, to say the least. Okay, so I have a lot to do now. A lot to do! So I bought 36 inventories at 127, so that's gonna be only selling 5 at a time. And if you multiply 36 times 3, that'll be the amount of trips I have to make to the store today, which is over 100. That's very fun. It's 108. So 108 trips to the store, no biggie. Okay, hold on. Let me look. So again, I started tracking my turnips the week of January 6th. That was the first full week this year, because I was working on saving up money when I started in December, because I started on the 10th. And then let's just see. January 27th, the week of January 27th, I don't know what happened because the raffle was on a Friday. Okay, so that's one. And then the week of February 24th, again, I don't know what happened that week, but the raffle was on a Friday. So those are 2. keep going. There's one day where the store was closed on a Friday, but we had a spike earlier that week. And there was one week, the week of October 27th, where we don't know what happened and the raffle was on a Friday. So I have only seen one Friday spike. However, there's been 3 weeks where there could have been a spike, but it just was not seen because of the raffle. And I don't think I can use logic or reasoning or math to figure out. Like, it just seems to, like, work independently. Because, like, even if it spikes one day, it, like, would still be... I don't know. Maybe if I really dug into the numbers, I could, like, figure it out. And maybe that's something to do soon. But, wow. That's actually kind of nuts. That's 4 spikes in a row, too, by the way. And we spent, like, 6.8 mil. So, like, we're gonna make, like, 47 mil, probably. Which is really nice. And I'm, like, already at, like... If I got another spike, the 5th spike in a row, I could be, like... at 600 mil before the 1 year mark, which would be pretty nuts. Okay, oh boy, this is gonna be a day. I have nothing to do in my town apart from, like, event stuff, at least. I mean, I guess I wanted to look at, like, this house and the mail to see how the points are. That can wait. I don't know how I'm gonna do this now. Because, like, it's almost noon. I'm gonna get hungry before I'm done this. So, I will figure something out. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. 116? 1,016, rather. Okay, so 1 stack is 100 times 116. Wow. Times 5. 508. Okay, so I can actually sell 5 with what I have in my inventory right now. Nice. Okay, wow. This, I'm like, shocked. I'm shocked. I've never seen... again, it's been almost a year and I have not seen a spike on a Friday. I guess, to be fair, though, I don't want to count the days, but, like, I've only seen... Okay, well, Thursdays look a little bit better now. Like, I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've seen 5 spikes on a Thursday, and, like, 1, 2, 3 on a Tuesday. And then it's, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on a Wednesday, and then Monday I've seen the most. Which is, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Crazy how many I've seen on Mondays, to be honest. Like, it's disproportionate. Okay, so I have, like, 4 bags here. $44 seems like a little bit not right, so we're gonna just do that. Okay, cool. So yeah, as I always like to do, I prefer to get the money sorted before anything else, so I don't have to worry. But yeah, that's gonna take a while. It took me like 2 hours and 20 minutes of spikes. Sorry, of buying. And that was like 6.85 mil. So, I expect this will take like 2.5 hours. I'm trying to think what makes sense. Like, do I do a third stream? Because right now it's like I have a 6 o'clock or around 6 o'clock stream plan to deal with Red and his sale day stuff, right? But now it's like, if I am doing Spike, am I gonna do all this now, or do I take a break and just keep going? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. I should count, but I don't know how to count. So that's 4. That's 2. So that's 6. That's 9. That's 10, 11, 12, 13. And then that's 18. 18 and 13 is too much. There you go. 18 and 12. That's good. Okay, I have a weird amount of money, so I'm just gonna run up here. That seems like a good idea. Okay, so I fixed 1 acre up. And then I guess like I could leave a little bit of extra money out today to deal with red. I have like almost 100. I have almost 1 mil outside. Oh, that ball was going crazy. Okay, so I need to think about where I bought. I bought at the police station. I could just fix that up real quick. But yeah, all the turnips are near the store. So like here, 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 and here. I think. Which is good. It means I don't have to like pick things up and move them. I just have to like sell everything. And they're not too far. I know I'm starting with like the close ones right now, but I'm just trying to like clear the area. But yeah, like we have a lot to do today. And technically I have all the pinwheels on one of my other towns. I don't remember which town off the top of my head, but I know I have all the pinwheels. I got them from Red's Raffle. Thankfully, I got the fans from Red's Raffle in my main town, because you can only get those there. But I want to see if we can get the pinwheels from this. Otherwise, I am set, you know, but it's just one of those things. So I have 15 here, and that's 17, and I have 15 here, so I need to drop all but 2. Right? Because then I'll drop 13, and the numbers will match. So there's 3, another 3, there's 2. I said 13. Okay. So yeah, that's 15, that's 18, that's 20, that's 22, that's another 8, 30, done. Okay. So, police station acre's good, this acre's good, that acre's almost good. Now this acre has been ransacked. I'm very shocked about this, honestly. I know I keep saying it, but it's like, what? Got a lot of work with that acre, because I need to clear out space so I can drop turnips. That's maybe what I should be doing instead of selling these ones. So, like, where did I buy? I know I bought here and here. I bought like 5 and 6 inventories, or like 6 and then 5. And that's 11. So there's still 25. I bought a bunch here and a bunch here. So I guess that's like it. Where did I move these ones? Maybe I didn't buy there. I'm misremembering where I bought right now. That's fine. Okay, so we still need more there. Yeah, if we can just get the money sorted, that's you know, that's usually how I like to do things. I always explain it, but it's just like, it requires more thinking. And if I can get the stuff that requires more thinking done out of the way, it allows me to just like chill and get things done. This is huge though, honestly. Like, we're already over halfway, which is amazing, right? But like, this is gonna make a big difference. Yeah, I mean, like, it's probably for the best that I have the whole day to work on things. Because, like, this is going to take at least 2.5 hours, I think. And then dealing with red could take a long time. Like, I don't know. I have no idea, right? It really depends on, like, how fast I can buy them out. And if it takes a while, then, like, I'm going to be here for a long time. Okay, so that's that acre. So I fixed this acre, and this acre, and that acre. That's a good start. I don't remember where I bought. Did I buy from here? Yes. The answer is a very obvious yes, based on the fact that there's no money there. That's the last acre I bought in, I think. Okay, so that would make sense, because I think like 5 mil is essentially between those two. I should drop in like a big chunk here. What's the turnip state? We're in a good turnip state. It's a Black Friday miracle. Nook wants to give me all the money in the world so I can reinvest it back into his store immediately with the grab bags. It is our first perceived Friday spike, yes. I went through all the prices. Oh shoot, I forgot that I still have money on me. Yeah, anything else? Give me a larger wallet, please. Okay, yeah, sorry. So I went through the calendar. So basically, there are 3 raffle weeks where the raffle fell on a Friday, and there was not anything else to indicate what actually happened on those days. So there could have been 3 Friday spikes that I just didn't see because of raffles. So this is the first one we're actually seeing, which is still crazy, because like I looked at the other days, and the other days at least have like 3 or 5 perceived spikes, you know? So it's just interesting. And it's 12 o'clock. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a busy day. This is great, but like, oh man, it's gonna be quite the day. I think I kind of said this as a joke though. Like, yeah, they're gonna troll me with the best, like the worst good luck imaginable. Go do everything all in one day, champ. Because again, the Harvest Festival was so easy yesterday. Like, it took no time at all. Wait, no, that's not where I want to pick up. No, okay, whatever. Whatever. We're gonna just do it this way. So yeah, we got lots to do. It's gonna be a long one. I gotta do a lot here, and I don't know, this will take over 2 hours for sure. And then I gotta buy all the grab bags still. I'm like saving that for a bit. And then I have to deal with red as well. But red won't show up till 6. So like there's gonna be the first half of the day, and then there's gonna be the second half. And the second half, I don't know. If I get good luck, I could be like, I don't know what to say. I really don't know. I have too much money on me though. Like, where am I going with this? Nowhere fast. I should sell this. I should just deposit this at this point. I haven't deposited anything in the store, but I think I need to like start clearing stuff out. So yeah, I think we're gonna make like 47 or 48 mil today, which is gonna be really cool. Obviously happy about that. We're at like 525 almost. So if say we're at like 523 mil, and then this will balance us out so that we're at basically like 570. And 570 is a pretty good number. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. And then like I'm not trying to get carried away. I'm just saying, I made a reference or joke. Like, I kept saying like I want to have at least 450 mil by the 1-year anniversary. But my real goal was 500. And then we hit that, and I was like, okay, great. I guess we'd stretch goal it. And I could say 550. And then I was like, no, let's do 600 because that would be insane, right? I could hit it technically. Like it's a lot more. It feels like it could happen at this point, Like, it's still a little slim. I mean, I've obviously had 4 spikes in a row right now, and I've only seen that happen twice now, and I've never seen 5 in a row, so I'm doubtful that next week will be a spike, right? But if it was, and I was able to spend enough to get like 30 mil, then yeah, I would have 600 mil before the 1-year mark. However, there's also another possibility, right? Like, technically, I have a week and a half before the 1-year mark. And if I buy on the 7th, there's still like 3 days, with the 10th being the 1-year anniversary included, for me to get another like spike. So even if it doesn't happen next week, it could happen the week after and still be before the 1-year mark, which would be nuts. So yeah, I mean, being 60% of the way like that would be nuts, especially considering like most of that progress is in like the second half of the year. So I'm pretty happy, honestly. It's what I like to see. Okay, so I'm trying to do this in a different way this time. I don't know. I feel like this acre always gets weird when I'm dropping money. Okay, so that right there, this nice square is 30. And then if I take like these two, which I can't even fully drop for, ever, and then I drop those here just so they're out of the way, then that makes 33. And then this is where things get weird because of that guy. But I could do like a row here. I could do a pretty good row here. this is gonna take a while. It's gonna be a long day. I'm gonna be just so done at the end of it. Also, I guess we need to spend a decent amount of money on these grab bags. There's like, what, 25? I think it's 25 and they're like the price of the current year. So each one's gonna be like 2K. I mean, it's really not that much. It's like no more than 75K. So like, oh no, 75K. However, will I afford this? But I'm just, keeping things in mind. I think the only thing we stand to get from the grab bags though are pinwheels. I feel like I've got all the regular furniture from the store so early on. And I feel like the Igloo game helped with that a little bit, but also, like, I feel like it just would have happened anyway. I don't know. It's a little weird. So it's like the grab bags are really just for pinwheels, nothing else. Because, like, I have everything else. So it's a little weird. Because, like, it's like, I'm just buying these so I can get this one item. I already have everything else in them. Unless I could wait, can you get clothing? If I get clothing from the grab bags, that could actually be sick. I thought it was like wallpaper and carpet, though. I can't remember. I could look it up, but I'm trying to sell. So I'm going to do both, because why not? Animal Crossing grab bag. I kind of want... I don't know. I like these lucky bags. I like the idea of them. They're kind of fun. I don't know. I have not participated in it, but obviously, for those who are aware, it's the Japanese tradition. Hence the Japanese characters on the bag itself. Okay, they reveal 3 items as long as you have space. It says furniture, clothing, wallpaper, carpet, or a pinwheel. So I could actually get new clothing from this. Although it's... I don't know. I'm a little curious how that works. Like, is it limited to seasons, or is it just generic clothing? Because, like, I have all the regular clothing from Nooks. So if it included the seasonal stuff, or at least the winter stuff, it could help me complete winter. And if I was able to somehow get the last 3 winter shirts right now, today, from that, I would be thrilled. So, I don't know, maybe there's a little hope, and I can, like, keep an eye out for clothing that I might need, because that would be a great benefit to me. So yeah, I'm gonna just hope for the best there. So almost half an hour in, I have dealt with some amount of money. I know, it feels a little slow, but I don't know. This could be closer to 3 hours, maybe. I'm actually not sure. I'm curious to see how long this will go. Okay, so that is another 15. There's one 15. There's another 15. So we're at 45. We take one more here, and that's the extra 4. And now we just need another 15 dropped here somewhere. I guess if I want to, I could drop it... I'm trying to think where it makes the most sense. I can't really connect it unless I do it here and then just leave those 2 empty. Because if I just have this, like, running down the middle, then it's at least very obvious. Or I could drop some up there, but whatever. I don't think it matters that much. I guess, yeah, I am still worrying about, like, money. But soon it's going to just be like, yeah, just... grab and go. And I guess, yeah, I am focusing on, like, further away stuff first, so it should get faster as I go. Usually how I like to do things. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying, like, okay. So Halloween, it's a little different, obviously. But I'm just talking about, like, long streams that start around 6 o'clock at night. Where there's no real indication of how long it will take. Right? So I started Halloween maybe around like 6:30, and that took like 3 hours and 40 minutes or so. I was able to find Jack 43 times and give him candy. I think it was like 43 times. I think that's how many times it took. Now again, with Halloween, there are 12 items. From Jack specifically, the 10 furniture items, the wall, and the floor. There's also the patched shirt, which you can just get from anyone, and the Jack in the Box and the Jack-o'-lantern. Same boat. So those aren't specific to Jack. They're very easy to get. So yeah, it took me that many tries to get all the unique things from the Spooky series. Crazy. But like that involves, you know, running all over town trying to find Jack, and getting accosted by my villagers, and having my time wasted through the dialogue and all that, blah, blah, blah. Okay? And then yesterday, the Harvest Festival happened. And the Harvest Festival is the easiest thing ever. Like, insanely easy. Oh my gosh. Not only does it guarantee that you always get new items, which nothing else in the game does, by the way. It's the only thing that does that. It's also just incredibly easy to find Franklin. Also, if you talk to your villagers, they'll tell you what acre row he's in. He's like, oh, I saw someone weird in the bee acres. And then you run through the bee acres and you find him immediately. And then sometimes when I was resetting to grab the knife and fork, he'd just be in the acre south. And it was like, wow, okay. So yeah, that took like 20 minutes, or like 22 minutes if you want to get more exact, for me to get all 12 items from the Harvest series, and also the Cornucopia from Tortimer, and then I did a couple extra ones just for fun. Okay, so like, the duality of Animal Crossing on the GameCube event items. Because of like night and day there, you know? Okay, so this acre officially has all of its money back now. So that's cool. Now I can just start selling everything in it, and then we're good. Or I can start selling stuff on the other acre to get that one ready to drop money in. But I think maybe I should just focus on this one to start, because then I can get to the closer ones maybe. Anyway, so yeah, very large difference between how it works with Halloween and the Harvest Festival. Now, Red obviously is an entirely different thing. He has like the 66 items that are exclusive to him, and he has a high chance of selling them if you have like good item luck, which I should have at this point. I should have good item luck. I put extra trees in my house to make sure. It's like weird. I feel like you lose points. I don't know if you lose luck points or if it's just like HRA points if you have them. There's something about losing luck points, I think. There was something weird. Feng Shui. Oops, I need to sell first. My bad. Okay, yeah. Wait, did I? Okay, ignore me. What does this page say? This furniture that occupies more than one space earns luck for each space that it occupies, but only if it lies entirely in that zone, otherwise whatever. Certain items facing the wall will deduct points from both item and luck. Because each item facing a wall deducts 2.5 points of item luck and 10 points of money luck. Item luck is always rounded down. That just says facing the wall. So, like, I don't think you lose it from it, like, facing each other. And I have so many trees in my house. You know, like, And I only need 5 items, or like technically 1 big festive tree and 1 small festive tree is enough. And I have other items. And there's like not that many items. So like unless the gyroids are somehow like ruining it. You know, like that's the only thing I would be worried about. But I think like I get enough rare stuff in the store that it doesn't matter. I mean, basically every day I get mail from Nook saying there's a rare item in the store. And if like that's only a 5% chance, then like sure, there's a handful of items, and you're rolling that 5% chance often enough. But I mean, I could look at the shirts I had in the store the other day. But like I don't know, I'm always paranoid about my item luck. But I feel like most of the time Red does sell his items. It's just like if I haven't like I don't know. This whole like does your basement Animal Crossing is your basement is feng shui affected by your basement? I think it does. But that's in like Wild World. This one says everything except the basement. But I think that's for a different game. So I don't know what to say about that. But it's like those things are facing the wall, I guess. It says certain items facing the wall or all items? Certain items facing the wall deduct points from both money and item luck. And it says 2.5 of item luck. But like these trees are fine. All of this stuff's fine. That stuff's all fine. So I think everything here except those 2 games. So that's 5 points to luck. But then like that's 16. That's 32. That's like 36, 40, 44, 48. This is 52. So like that's 52 points of luck. And then like that's 56 and then 60 and then 64 and 68 and then 72 and 76. And then you add 16 to that and you get whatever that is. And like none of these are facing the walls. They might be facing each other, but I don't think that's a problem. I think it's only if they're facing the walls. And then the gyroids, obviously it's only these 8. So that's like 16 plus like a little extra. So that's like 20. So like I'm only losing like 25 points of luck and I have something in the 80s. So I think I'm good. I'm just always paranoid because it's an invisible system that you can't see. It also says like only certain items. And I assume that's like items that can be interacted with maybe. So the NES games would probably be an issue. I don't know about the gyroids though. Maybe if I look at like the mega sheet, I can find some information on these things. I remember I was looking at this yesterday to try to like figure out stuff for my 4th house. So that might be good. I guess our gyroids are in furniture though. Okay, anyway. If I scroll over, it like has HRA base points, the series type, whether it's lucky face. HRA face. That is either a true or false. That is not explained what it is. I assume that's like if it loses points. Sorry, I'm trying to do multiple things here at once. I feel like that can cause some problems. Nice. Okay, so yeah, like it has an HRA face, and that's a true or false. And like the ones that are true, a lot of them have like interactivity, but like the clock, for example, says that's true. So like if I look at like an NES game, I guess like let's look for golf, for example. And why? Okay, let's look for Excite Bike. Let's look for a game that can only find game because there's a million other golf items. HRI face. It says false. So I guess the NES games don't detract points then? So if anything... I don't know, this is all so specific and exact, and it's like kind of crazy. I mean, I guess very early on with dealing with red, like if I keep getting like mostly red, mostly red, mostly red, then I would assume we're good. But like, I don't remember exactly how the odds work. So maybe if I could find that, I would feel a little bit better about things. I think like if I search for like luck. Item luck? Where do I find the item luck? I don't remember where I saw this. Because if you look at like the luck page, it's like... whatever. It just talks about Katrina. Which is not what I want. If you look at like the feng shui thing... oh, I guess it says it here. Like, it literally says item luck. Increases the probability of items from the town's rare or uncommon group appearing. The probability of red-only items appearing at Crazy Red's Furniture Emporium. Increases the rate at which balloons appear. And money increases the amount of time the money rock or bell rock dispenses bells, and the amount of bells obtained from the shining drop, and the probability that they will grow into a money tree. So, like, where's the page that talks about item lock? Because, oh, I guess it's like the item groups. I think that's the page. The group page. Yeah. Because it's like, oh, here's the group having high item luck through feng shui or Katrina changes this stuff. Because it's like... again, I've said this before, I've said these numbers, and I do have them memorized, which is good, but normally it's a 65% chance of seeing something common, a 35% of uncommon, and 5% rare. But if you have the right item luck, everything is a 33.3% chance. But it doesn't mention anything about red. So... I can't remember, is there a number that I can find for this, or no? Or it's just like figure it out. I don't think I can find the number. Unless it's like somewhere very specific. But I mean, like last time Red was here, he had 2 unique red items, I think, and I already had them both. So like 2 out of 3 is still pretty good. Anyway, this was all so I could just talk about one thing, and I have been speaking for so long that it feels like it was an eternity ago. But yeah, basically like Halloween to get those items took like almost 4 hours. The Harvest Fest was like 20 minutes. Now with Red, he has 66 unique items, right? And like I should have a high chance of those items appearing. And then obviously I can go to his store and buy out all 3 items and then buy out again. But it's basically run to the police station, run to where Red is, run to the police station. If I happen to run into him, then great. If not, whatever. I have another bridge in my town, so technically it should be easier for me to get to them faster, which is good. I mean, yeah, like really, I just gotta go for it. But like, I don't know. I don't want it to take as long as Halloween. But I'm literally like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep buying items from Red until I have all of his items. What could possibly go wrong? And the answer is everything, obviously. And I was hoping this would be like earlier and it'd be like, you know, special eventish and Red would show up in the day. But that is not the case. He does not show up during the day. He shows up at 6 o'clock like he always does. But I mean, maybe that's good because, again, I'm selling my turnips and this is going to take forever. So maybe it's a good thing that I'm not doing that right now. Or maybe it's a good thing, whatever, you know what I mean. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know how many times I can buy him out in an hour, right? Like, if Halloween, it took me, like, that long to do, like, 43 or 45 interactions. That's kind of crazy, by the way. That's a lot. But also, like, I think it's a lot harder to find Jack because you're just running, looking at everywhere. At least with Red, you know, he will show up. And I'll be able to talk to someone to find out exactly where he is. But we still have to factor in the amount of time it takes for me to run from wherever Red was before to the police station. And I guess in most cases, that's not going to be super far. But in some cases, it would be kind of far. So, but then if he's nearby, that's really good because then we can easily, like, switch. So, yeah. But, like, again, if it took me 43 items to get all of the 12 unique ones, that's whatever, close to 4 times, right? I mean, 12 times 4 is 48, so it's almost 4 times the amount of the items. And if we were to apply that same rate to Red's stuff, we would need to see, like, like 240, 260 maybe. And I kept saying 360 or something, because it's like, yeah, if I went to him like 120 times, because I was like estimating the money. That's why, right? Like I'm saying, it's on average, it's like 25 mil. Sorry, 25k on average to buy out his store. Multiply that by 4, that gets 100k at 4 visits. Times that by 10, 1 mil is 40 visits. And I was like, okay, if I spent 3 mil, that would be 120 visits. Multiply that by 3, it's 360. Sorry, not 3. Yeah, it is 360. So that would be 360 items. And how many of those would actually be red items versus non-red items? So maybe it would mostly be red items, and then that would be like 4 times the amount. But like, how long would it take me to buy out the store that many times? You know? Like if I have to run to the police station, talk to Copper, run to the store, buy out the store, talking and buying takes forever. I don't know. Like, is that a 5-minute process? Because if that's 5 minutes, I'm doing 12 an hour, which is not great. But in that hour, like 12, that would be like 36 items, which again, is not enough. But I only need 13 items. So I could get really lucky here. Or I could get really unlucky. Like, I don't know how long this is gonna go. And at one point, if it's that bad, I might just have to call it, right? Like, I'm going to eat dinner and then stream for hours. That's the plan, basically. If somehow I'm done in 2 hours, I'll be really happy. But I also have to think, like, what if I'm 5 hours in and I still don't have everything? At this point, I am assuming that I'll be done turnips somewhere in the summer, sometime in the summer next year. Now, there's another possibility here of how things could work, and I could also switch to that. But if the idea, like, the idea at the very least is that we get all, and if not all, most of Red's items. I think that's the best plan. Because again, It really seems like the fishing tourney always gives you something new from either the red or the raffle. Currently, I need 2 raffle items, and I need 13 red items. Say I only get 10 new red items, and I still have like 3 red items left. That the next set of fishing tourneys should be enough that like save me. But it's like, would I rather spend an extra 20 minutes trying to push to get another new item, or would I rather spend those 20 minutes fishing up large bass? It's a great question. But you know, like I'm thinking like if I get all the red items, then in theory I should get at least 1 new raffle item. Either from, like, if I got a new raffle item from the actual raffle this Sunday, and then won the fishing tourney after getting all of red stuff tonight, I'd be done both of those things. And that would be insane. But I don't know how likely that is to happen, obviously. So, like, that is good. But if I was only missing, like, 2 red items, you know, it's like, okay. Then I would hopefully get at least 1 red or raffle item at the end of this month. And then I would just get the rest in June if I don't get them by then. Because that's the other thing. There's always a chance for me to actually get them naturally before then. As long as I don't have to win like 5. I feel like having to win all 5 fishing tourneys after how this month went is not great and would lead to a lot of annoyance. But if somehow I was able to finish turnips before the fishing tourneys, that would change things. And it would make it a lot easier. I don't know. I'm just trying to think about every angle here, because obviously there's a lot going on. But yeah, we are 50 minutes now into this. I don't know how much I've done at this point. And that's okay. We're just working away here. I mean, we're at like 511 there, so I'm like up 10 mil, I think. I think we're at like 5, I don't know. Okay, anyway. Gyroids. How do I find gyroids on this, like, spreadsheet? Gyroids. This acre's looking decent, but it still has, like, a lot over here. And then there's all, like, the smaller acres and the other big acre. But yeah, we still got lots to do. Okay, anyway, so HRA base points, placeable, droppable. That's it. But apparently, according to this, there's no HRA deduction. It's just like HR face. That's the one. I assume that. Is there like an info page for the spreadsheet in the headers? I would assume there is. README. Yes. Why don't I check the README? That would be smart. Columns. Ah, perfect. Yeah, this says like, it says facing wall HRA deduction. Can be yes or no. Tells whether or not the item causes an HRA point deduction for facing the wall. So in theory, the gyroids facing the wall in the basement downstairs does not give me a deduction. But that's only for HRA. That's not specific to feng shui. So I have no clue. We're just gonna hope that it's fine. And I added extra trees, so like we should be good. And we see enough stuff normally, so. Anyway. Also, ideally, I get the last painting I need from red. Because if I do that, then I can donate that to the museum, and we'll complete the museum in under a year, which will be a pretty cool feeling, and it'll only be my second museum that I've completed. You know, I saw a video yesterday on YouTube. It was on my recommended, and it was like talking about like it being impossible to 100% Animal Crossing games, and I was like, all right, I'll bite. You got me. So I clicked on it, and like, I don't know. His claim at one point was like you can't beat this Animal Crossing without, like, cheating. Unless you're insane. I think I can't remember. That might be a misquote. But that is the gist of it. And I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. You got me there, man. You got me there. I am a little insane. And I agree. It's like, what do you mean? Like, no one in the right mind is like signing themselves up for turnips every Sunday, not knowing what's happening. So I don't know. I'll be happy to like have this done because it'll be pretty cool achievement, you know? I'm curious to see how long it's gonna take me total. I really need to like work on uploading my videos. I like to upload my VODs. All the New Horizons VODs are out there, but these ones are not yet. And I really want to do that. And I need to edit a couple of them to fix them up. And I've just put that off for the longest time because I've had so many other things going on lately. So maybe if I have time, I could edit one video today. That would probably be a cool thing. If I could like fix up one, then get them uploaded. Because like right now, I have one folder where all of my files are. All my recordings, rather. I have one folder for all the recordings that have been uploaded. And then there's a folder for the ones that I still have to upload. And I'm not uploading them because I like to upload them in order to YouTube, so then when I actually publish them, it's like not confusing and they won't get like put out of order. So maybe once I'm like at the 1 year mark, I can start uploading some of those and get caught up. And then like regularly do it as I go. And then it won't be some crazy thing that I do all at the end. Because again, I uploaded like the 4 years of Animal Crossing New Horizons streams all within like a week or two. The annoying part is that like you have to like publish one and you have to like wait for it to actually like publish. Otherwise, another one could take its place. And because these are, you know, time-sensitive streams, it would be annoying if they were out of order. And then I gotta like add them to like the playlist and all that stuff. It's a lot. But I will get it figured out. That's what I'm saying. I guess lately I haven't done a lot of double streams lately, I don't think. Obviously yesterday I did, and today I'm going to. But like after this, obviously like yeah, turnips on Sunday. And then the next like event thing is like the first week of December. So there's the snowman item that we get. I think it's on the 1st or it's like the 2nd or 3rd. I don't know. But basically like next week we get a snowman item. And then like I want to work on all the other stuff then. There's a couple items I really want to get from Red today. Like if I don't get all of Red's items, I want to at least get the last painting and the last regal item. Because with those, I can get the museum model and complete the museum, and then I can order the whole regal set and then decorate my house. And hopefully that gets me the house and the manor model. Right? Because I'm thinking like, I could order any furniture series that I have completed and decorate my house with it. I just don't want to. So, I'd rather have the regal set. And if I do that, then, you know, we're at a good spot. And then we get those 3 extra items. Because again, as I keep saying, I want to have as much possibly done as I can before the 1 year mark. So I can say, this is all I have to do after 1 year. And I feel like we're going to be in a really good spot. At least like based off of how things already are, I think things will be pretty good at that point. Also, we've hit the 1 hour mark now. Yahoo! This is going to take a long time. It's going to be a long one. I don't know, I might have to split this. But I don't know how I can split this nicely. Unless there's just like an awkward 3rd stream. That's like way shorter. Oh, if I like, hold on, I have an idea. Okay, if I like go to my items needed page and I select everything, it says there's 106, but I have 2 extra ones that shouldn't be there, so it's actually 104. And I guess I have a completion page, and that says 1307 out of 1414, but that should be 1412. And that also like counts like donating everything, so it kind of counts things a couple extra times. So that's why I'm not doing that. So let's just say 104 items. That's what I need. But it's like 8 of those are handhelds, and I could get all of those today potentially, or at least most of them, and that would cut that number down a lot. And like the Mario stuff, that's like another 12 or 13, which is really easy to just cut down, right? The station models are taking up such a large number, and I have them all. I just need to like get them here. Like that's the thing. All the station models and all like the flower models. Those are the things that I have. Like the flower models, the station models, and the pinwheels. Those are the things that I have. They're just waiting in other towns. I could have obviously got them in this town, but I just did things in a different way, right? Like if we compare it to what Brian did in his video, he did things. He did like resets with new characters, but I just made new towns to do it, because like what's the difference? It just saves me time on the day. What do I need all this for? The post office model. That's what I need it for. I have to max out my bank account. Also, this acre is finally done. Great. Now I can move on to the other acres. There's like all the shirts I still need, so I don't know. I feel like yeah, sure, we still need like 100 items, but overall, but I feel like between today and like the next little bit, we're gonna really cut that number down. But yeah, like the station models and flower models, that alone is like 15 items. And it's possible I get another 4 flower models in February. Unlikely. I hope to at least get a couple, just to like shrink the number a bit. But I'm not expecting it to actually happen. So yeah, I still have a bunch of turnips there. I sold the few that I had. No, I did not sell these ones yet. Okay, scratch that. I'm lying. And I want to sell these ones. If I sell these, then I'll have the space to drop the money here. I don't think I'm halfway yet. We're like an hour and 7 minutes in, but I do not think we're halfway. Still think we have a ways to go before we hit that point. I mean, like, this could be 3 hours of work between, like, the lucky bags and the turnips. And if that's the case, then yeah, like, it's a good thing that I'm doing this now. Because there's, I don't know, tonight could be a problem. I'm really a little worried about how tonight will go. So, I just need to get this done and take a break so I can get through that. I mean, I have cleared out the acre that's furthest from the store at least, so that's a good thing. Technically, things should get a little bit quicker at this point, I think. Because that acre's like 1, 2, 3, 4 away, and this one's only like 2 away. Actually, it's 1 away. What am I talking about? Literally the acre below it. So yeah, this should be faster. And then these ones are all just like on the way, so that's gonna be quick. Nobody cares about that. That's easy peasy. And all the stuff at the store, that's quick. So yeah, maybe I'm doing better than I think I am. I'm at like 517 in the bank. I think it was 502. I think that's what I had before. 501. So I'm up like 16 mil in the bank already. Which means I probably need another 30 mil. Don't think about that too much. To be fair though, I have dropped most of the money I need to drop outside to replenish what I spent. So, yeah, anyway. We're just gonna keep at it. Get that acre sorted out. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna need to eat before too long. feel like this amount of money though will like really increase the timeline. I feel like obviously like not every week I get my goal. My goal is to always get 4 mil at least, right? If I do 4 mil at this point, that's 17 weeks, and that's July, which is later than I would like it to be. But like, look at basically 7 mil, right? Because I'm selling almost 7 mil. That says April. And 6.5 mil says April. So if we do this, it should bring up that week a little bit sooner. And again, all of this is based off of a spike happening every other week. And if I get 4 spikes in a row, that definitely cuts down on time too. Obviously, I could have another dry spot, but like, as long as I keep the motivation and buy lots when I can, I'm good. And like I said, the further into this I get, the crazier I might go, right? Because then I'd be done sooner. And like being able to like feel like I'm actually like having an impact in changing the timing would be nice. Okay, so I'm gonna drop some here right now. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Congrats, that's 15. So yeah, if we get this acre like sorted out money-wise, that's gonna be good. And then yeah, I think everything else is just like sell. Honestly, I feel pretty good about this. Like, why wouldn't I? I'm getting my first Friday spike. It's off of... Actually, this is probably my 3rd most profitable week, if I'm thinking about it. Like, I did a 6.2... sorry, I did 7.2 once. I did a 6.1 decrease. I did 6.1 spike. I did the 8.25 spike, and this is a 6.85 spike. I've had multiple, like, spikes that are above 5 mil, I think. Actually, no. Yeah, I have. But most of the time, I don't actually buy 5 mil. It's either almost or less. So yeah, this is actually my 3rd most profitable spike. That's cool. Didn't realize that. So, our best is 8.2, then 7.2, and then 6.8. Not bad. Not gonna complain about that, that's for sure. Alright, we've dropped 30 bags now, so that's almost half of what we need to drop here. This acre is very nice to drop in, because we can just do a nice big 8x8 square. It's my favorite. Like, we were halfway before, but now we're like really halfway, you know? Like, we're almost 60%, which means we're basically almost 2/3. And then once we're 2/3, we're almost 3/4. And then we're almost like 4/5. You know, like it just keeps snowballing at that point. Like, I think we're in a really good spot right now. I think I'm gonna leave the turnips there for last because those are the easiest. I could do those to like try to cut down on more of the time. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing here. one earlier than I should have. And I'm really gonna do this just because it was so nice before. Okay, so like we only need to drop like there. But yeah, let's just keep it up. Stop. I'm gonna grab that set of turnips that are just out of the way so I don't miss them later. Because I realized they were there. Oh. Man. Oh man, I'm like, I'm already struggling. There's still so much to do. I should not struggle at this point, you know? I'm gonna drop some money now. Seems like a good idea. And I think all the acres will be fixed up. Do I have way too much money, or is this fine? I don't know. I mean, that's 8. Oh, I'm missing a row. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I was like, this does not seem right. Yeah, because I only have 7. Okay, I'm missing 1 bag here. I can just drop 1 and then go to the bank, I guess. It's not that big a deal. But yeah, like, that should be everything, I think. Unless there's another acre that I'm forgetting that I took money from. But I don't remember. I bought a bunch there, and I bought a bunch in the museum, and then I bought all that, and then I bought all that. And I took money from, like, C4? Took a bunch of money from here. I know that. I think that's it. Okay, I gotta do a swapperooski here. Alright, cool. So I think that's it for money. Like, I think all the money I spent on turnips has been fixed. But I still think I'm probably gonna leave extra out for red. Because again, I have 900k out. That's not enough, I don't think. Because we got a big spike now, then sure, I could leave a little bit more out as well. But I think all the money we need to fix is fixed. But does that make sense? I guess, like, this acre is 1.3 mil or something. It's not 900k. And then the museum, the police station is 900k. So that's over 2 mil there. And then between these 2 acres, how much money did I spend? That's the question. Because normally they have just shy of 2 mil. So that would be like 6 mil as is, right? But then I added money to both of them. And if I add money from C4 to both of them, then that would have that I think that's right. That sounds right money-wise to me in my head. I'm not gonna explain all the math. You just gotta take my word for it. But yeah, we are an hour and a half into this. I would assume that we're halfway. But yeah, this is taking some time, that's for sure. I will need to eat soon. Because if I eat too late, it's gonna make me eating early more annoying. So I don't know, maybe I just take like a short break on stream and leave it going? I'm kind of considering that. Or I could not do that, I don't know. Anyway, let's... Just so that acre, we don't have to worry about it. I mean, I think we are getting closer to being in the easier stuff. Like we're making progress. Obviously, we're always making progress. But yeah, there's obviously still lots to do. Also, it doesn't help that like I'm sore and I'm kind of headachy today, which ain't fun. Let me tell you. We're up like 23 mil in the bank though. I think we're halfway. I don't know how much halfway, you know, like I don't know how halfway we are, but we're definitely halfway to some degree. The Canada snow. I have not seen any snow yet. I do not wish to see any snow anytime soon either, but yeah, nothing yet. I know some people in other areas that have seen snow, but me, no. But that's okay. No, I mean, I like snow. I love looking at snow, but if I need to go anywhere and there's snow, life is miserable. That's really the only reason. Like, if I had no responsibilities and I could just stay inside, perfect. But like, I don't know how it is everywhere, but like here, it's like, oh, if it rains, everybody forgets how to drive, and they all drive like idiots. So just amplify that when it snows. So like, I don't have snow tires. I have like all season plus winter or whatever, but like it's not the same level as like actual snow tires. I'm not buying snow tires for my car. Like, I'm not, like, come on, snow tires? That's expensive. And it's like, what, buy snow tires so I can make an appointment to, like, get my tires changed and all that nonsense. Also, I can only need to use them once or twice. No, thank you. No. No. If I need to go somewhere, I don't need to go somewhere. I mean, there's literally been times when, like, it doesn't happen very often, but, like, there have been times where, like, they've just closed the road, and it's like, well, I have no chance of going anywhere at this point. Yeah, I have not done, like, any car things. I'm sure if I had the tools, I could probably do it, but, like, I just don't want to do that. Also, then you have to, like, store the tires, and that's a pain. Tires take up... Oops, I did not mean to look at my catalog. Tires take up space. It's just a lot of money for, like, a very little reason. In 9 times out of 10, I don't need to, like, go anywhere in an emergency. Or if I'm going somewhere that's, like, a short distance away, it's probably okay. I also drive manual, which I don't know. I think, like, when you drive automatic, you just kind of, like, drive. But, like, my experience driving manual in the snow, sometimes you're like, oh, man. It feels, I don't know. I don't know if it's just, like, not having experience driving automatic in snow, but I feel like driving, like, stick in snow, you're like, oh, it feels like nothing's catching. If I'm stuck somewhere away from home in the mountains, yeah, I don't go to the mountains. I wouldn't take my car to the mountains in the winter. I think that would just be, like, foolish in itself, you know? I don't think it's, like, an incredibly powerful car, and, like, it is stick. So, like, yeah, I know Europe is manual for the most part, but here I feel like most people drive, automatic, I think. There's, like, a running joke that, like, driving stick is, like, built-in generational, like, anti-theft. Because, like, you see stories where, like, people try to, like, break in and steal cars, and then they realize that it's manual, and they're like, oh, shoot, I don't know how to drive this, and then they just leave. that's always fun. But yeah, like, usually where I am, I don't get a lot of snow, and it's like, it doesn't stay for very long. Usually there'll be like one bad day, maybe two, and then like it'll be mostly gone. It's very rare though, like at least nowadays, like the weather's changed a lot over time. But yeah, if I was I would like, the thing is I just wouldn't go somewhere where I would need the chains, you know? Like if I was going to the mountains, I would like go with a friend that has a better car for the mountains and has snow tires. Yeah, I can believe that. Like, I've heard stories from people about it. Like, yeah, when first snow can be really rough, depending on, like, when it happens. Or, like, black ice is the worst, because you don't see it. I don't know if black ice is a thing there, or, like, what climates it would be there. But, like, yeah, just imagine ice that just blends into the road, so you have no idea it's there, and then you just hit it, and then you lose control. Right up there with hydroplaning. That's also super fun. Love hydroplaning. You don't know black ice, but you know rain that freezes once it hits the cold. Okay, yeah, it sucks. that would be bad. Black ice would just be like large, like, strips of ice that you can't see. Obviously, like, when you can see where there's, like, water or ice on the road, and you know, like, and you can maybe avoid it, great. But black ice, no, you don't see it until it's too late. I would assume it's, like, comparable to hydroplaning, but maybe worse. Yeah, it is very scary. I don't think I've had personal experience with it. Not that I can think of. I remember one time it snowed, like, really badly, and I was just trying to go and get food. And, like, nothing had been plowed, and that was a journey. I was like, I just need to stay in first, please. Give me green lights. I don't want to go back to first. I'm moving, and I'm good. Don't put me back to first, please. Don't make me stop. I think that's how the whole thing went. It's a memorable experience. That's fair. I kind of have to drive, but for the longest time, I put off learning how to drive for similar reasons. Like, I could have got my license at 16. That's like when you can start learning, but I did not. I was late to the party. But I can do it now, and that's the important part. It's also stressful. It's annoying. Like, traffic kind of sucks sometimes. I can't remember what year I got mine, to be honest. I think it was closer to that. Maybe no. I don't know. I'm trying to remember, and I'm struggling to remember. Here... I don't know if I should... I'm trying to think. I don't know. My experience is like, you need... I guess... I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, how it works, because, like, they're changing things, so... Whatever. Anyway. I got my license late. That's the gist of the story. It's not really a story. It's more of a statement, actually. Yeah, I mean, I used to take the bus, and then, like, you know, the pandemic happened, and I was like, yeah, I don't trust people in public anymore. I think, like, there's, I don't know. There's give and take, obviously. Like, I feel like even with traffic, I can still probably get home, like, it's about the same time as taking the bus. So it's like, not, like, yeah, I don't know, I'd rather just be alone. If taking the bus was, like, way faster than driving somewhere, which in some cases, maybe during really bad traffic or rush hour or something, sure, that's a possibility. Yeah, yeah, I'd maybe consider it. But most of the time, that's not the case. Or if it has me avoiding parking or driving in annoying places, such as downtown areas that I hate to drive in. Those suck. I mean, yeah, that's the part. Like, maybe if you've had a long day, you don't want to focus on driving in awful traffic. I don't want to drive in traffic ever, but more so in certain cases. Also, I need to eat. It's getting late. We're an hour and 50 minutes into the thing. It's nearly 2 hours. And it's like, it looks like there's still a lot. I mean, I don't know how much. There's at least 4 inventories there, and however many there. I feel like we still got a lot to go. I feel like this is gonna be like 3 hours. And it would maybe make sense to take a break. But like, if I can just like eat and get this done, that'd be good. I mean, I'm up almost like 30 mil. Which is good. Okay, I'm gonna do a save and continue. Yeah, that totally makes sense. I would probably do something similar, because like trying to avoid that stuff does make things easier, but it's still annoying, and having to plan all that much, like all that stuff in advance, can also be a pain in itself. But maybe it's the lesser two evils. Anyway, hold up. Okay, so I did a save and continue just to lock in everything that I did, because it's been 2 hours and I'm going to step away for like 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm going to eat a quick lunch, and then I'll come back and we'll sell the rest of the turnips. And then at that point, I have to deal with the store and the lucky bags. I mean, obviously I could leave that till later, but I want to have only the red stuff to do tonight, because I don't need to add an extra 10 or 15 minutes onto that stream if I can just do it now. So yeah, I'll be back shortly, and then hopefully this doesn't take that much longer, because again, we're almost at 2 hours, and this could be like 3 hours. Ugh. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, did I lie? I might have lied. I should have, I guess doing this. I guess if I paused it like this. No, that still would've. Trying to think if there was a better way or place for me to wait. Where there was, like, less going on. That the file size wouldn't have been as affected. Okay, so I guess that was like 15 minutes or closer to 15 minutes. But I did have some lunch. So now I am good to continue. It is nearly 2 o'clock though, so this is obviously a little bit late. Well, I mean, it's not that late, but I'm trying to eat dinner earlier so I can stream earlier because obviously. But we'll figure it out. I don't know, this is a weird one. You know, normally I don't do this. Like, normally I wake up and then I'll, like, eat. But I guess, like, I woke up a little bit later than I would have liked to. I've been really tired lately, to be honest. And I've been, like, very sore. And I feel like that's affecting my sleep. And it's making me try to sleep in more to maybe feel better. I don't know. So I was slow to get out of bed. And then before I had breakfast, I started looking at my eBay stuff for the day. I usually like to look through the eBay listings once a week just to see, like, what's, you know, like, look at the Canadian auctions and look at them in, like, order of ending soonest. And then I just go through everything and see if there's anything good that I should bid on. Because if they're, you know, in Canada, it's easier for me. And I feel like there's a lot of games where, like, I can get away sometimes where I only, like, put 1 or 2 bids on. And because it's in Canada, like, other people don't bid. I feel like the US bids get crazier and get scooped up a lot more. Anyway, so yeah, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I was looking through all that stuff. So then I ate and I was like, okay, well, I'm in the middle of this. Let me look through all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. And then I finished that and then I started streaming. And I guess it would have been around like 11:40. So if I had started streaming closer to like 11, then maybe, even then, I don't know. Like, I was like an hour and 50 something into this before I came back. Now I'm like 2:10. So, like, would I even have been able to finish all this? I feel like maybe not. Yes, it's a classic cycle. But yeah, even if, like, I didn't do that stuff now, I don't know. I mean, like, here's the thing. Today is a weird day. It's fine if this is, like, one time where it's like, hey, I let the stream go for 10 minutes. 15 minutes, maybe, while I wasn't playing, because I didn't want to stop and start a stream. You know, and that's fine. Like, who cares if it's a one-off thing? And, like, this isn't gonna happen that much. I mean, like, there are events in this game, obviously, but, like, I've dealt with a lot of them, and they're, like, done. And the big ones that take time and, like, really make things awkward are not as important or already dealt with. Like, sure, Groundhog Day, I'm gonna show up next year and do it. The station models, if I'm not done by that point, yeah, I'll do the station models. But I think that's, like, end of July. In fact, I'm pretty confident that's end of July. Like, the 28th, I want to say? Yeah, July 28th is my hometown day. So, like, yeah, next year, technically, I could do the raffle at the beginning of July. That might be one thing I do. I'll definitely do Groundhog Day, and then if I'm still going in July, then yeah, I'll do that stuff. But I don't know if I'm gonna... Like, I'm thinking I might be done turnips by July, but that doesn't mean I'll be done everything else. And I might be not at a point where I could be done everything else. So, like, yeah, I will repeat. There's 3 events that I would likely repeat next year, you know? It won't be most of them. And that means I don't have to worry about, like, rushing to get, like, those 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., like, event items. So, like, that would make streams easier. And again, like, this is a weird day where it's like, oh, I have an event in the evening and turnips and blah, 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 blah. I was thinking, you know, like, worst case is, like, I just show up and I sell my turnips and I'm done in an hour, and then I do the lucky bags. But we got our first Friday spike, which is crazy, so now we're locked in and doing this. And now it's going to be like 3 hours. I don't think the lucky bags will take as long as I'm maybe making them out to take, but they will take some time. Because I have to buy, like, 20 items at least. I think it's, like, 25 or 24, and then I have to, like... I think you have to take the items out of them. I don't really know how they work. And then once that's happened... I can, then I'm done. So yeah, it's like... Sell the turnips... I mean, I don't know. I have no idea how long tonight's gonna take, but let's say this is like 3 hours of streaming now. I could do another 3 hours later, and then that's like 6 hours of Animal Crossing streams today. That's a lot. But I guess, like, I don't know. I was expecting, like, long streams both days, you know? But then yesterday was super easy. I did stream longer than I needed to. Because I was expecting it to be longer, and I was mentally prepared for that, so I, you know, did some research, figured out, like, the house stuff, blah, blah, blah. That was fine, right? But now it's like, oh, everything's happening today. And you can't start dealing with Red until after 6. That's the part that annoys me. But I guess, like... I don't know. I don't know if things would have been much different. I guess they would have. But at the same time, it would have been like, if things played out the exact same way here, it'd be like, I'd be selling the turnips right now, and it would still be going, and then I'd be done this stuff at like 2:30 or 3. And then it would be like, okay, you can deal with Red for a little bit, and then go take a break for dinner, but then, like, you'd be just going for, like, so long. You know? I don't know. I think it's just, the fact that I have to do the turnips is probably the issue, right? Like, if I didn't have a spike today, then it would be an hour, and then I could have gone straight into that, and who cares? But this is how it is. This is the hand we've been dealt, so we're gonna deal with it. But yeah, I'm curious to see, like, how much money we're gonna spend tonight, and, like, how much we're gonna get and how long it's gonna take, and, like, if it's gonna go well or not. I'm really worried a little bit, but yeah, I don't know. We'll just see. Okay, so this acre I think is good now. And now we have the store acre and the train station acre. And there's still a decent amount of stuff between the two of them. So, like, we're not out of the woods yet. So yeah, if we get anything new aside from the pinwheels from the lucky bags, I'm gonna be pretty happy about that. And hopefully, I really hope that we can get everything from Red. But I don't know how realistic that is. You know, like, if I'm doing 3 hours of this, I don't know how long Red stays in town for. Like, is it 6 to midnight? So, like, realistically, like, I could go for 6 hours-ish, maybe. I might start to lose it towards the end of that. But I'm just saying, like, at most. That's what we're dealing with, right? I don't know. I really don't know. Because, like, even if we can get all but, like, 1 or 2, and then we can, like, just cut our losses, that's still pretty good. Because Wisp could help. Or the fishing tourney could help, you know? Like, the raffle being at, like, 2 left is pretty nice. But if we're able to do this, then it makes the raffle free. And we're basically set. So, like, that's the other thing. But also, like, June. Gotta wait till June, kinda. If things go the way that they're likely to go. I mean, we're down to like 2 acres now, which is nice, and these are like smaller ones. So that's good. Again, we're like 535, so like we're up 34 mil basically in the bank. 34 mil is obviously a good number. I think we're gonna be up like 47, but that's assuming I put all the money in. I'm still trying to figure out what makes the most sense when it comes to like red and sale day, right? Like I have 900k out. I don't think that's enough to cover everything. So maybe I just leave another 900k out somewhere else. And that's probably enough to start. And I could remove money from the bank at that point. Policies. I don't know, I'm just trying to think. Trying to think what makes sense. Yeah, I don't know how many inventories are dropped there. I think it's like 4 in the train station acre. If that's the case, then that's like 12. That's 12 trips right there, so... We still got plenty. That's what I'm trying to say. I am still very far from freeing myself from this turnip prison. There you go, 2 o'clock. I mean, we still have that. That's a lot. I mean, there's 8 pinwheels, right? And there's like 20 bags. Is that it, the deal? And there's like a 20% chance or 25% chance? I can't remember. Oh, there's still plenty here, jeez. I feel like I am, like, starting to lose focus, and it's getting a little rough. But what's the alternative? I stop now and come back for, like, a short stream? Like, that's... I just need to get this done. I think, like, the sooner this is done, the better I'll be. The better I'll feel, because I won't have to think about this part. Just the red part, which is already enough. So yeah, like, most of this day is going to this, which is kind of what I was expecting. But then yesterday, like, tricked me, because it was really easy. Maybe the lucky bags won't take that long, though. Maybe they won't. They'll be quick. Today's gonna be a nightmare, realistically, looking at all the streaming. Tomorrow, quick and easy, probably. I assume the next visitor will then show up, I guess, like... Actually, I don't know. When would the next visitor show up? Maybe that's gonna be a little weird? Usually it's like once the person leaves, it's decided, but if Red's here all day, then it won't be decided until tomorrow, so the next visitor would be on Monday, I guess? Maybe? Unless there's weirdness and it just puts it to tomorrow because that's when the next one's gonna be. I have no idea. You know, I assume Monday, though. Be so satisfying to just put away all the money that I have outside at the end. That's gonna be a big moment. Big money, that's for sure. I'm pretty happy with how this worked out. The timing's obviously awful, but like I kind of wish that I got the spike yesterday, obviously, because I had all the time in the world, and I could have then just split it up into 2 streams relatively easily, you know? I could have done like a morning stream where I check and sell most of them, and then I could have come back. And I would have done my research and realized that the Harvest Festival is super easy, and then I would have come back and finished the turnips and done all that. And then today I could have just done like 1 stream. Would have been a lot easier, but it's fine. You know, I got other stuff done yesterday instead, so that's cool. Productive week. Kinda? Maybe? I feel like it's been busy. Somewhat productive. I mean, it's been busy. I don't think it's been, like, super stressful this week exactly. I feel like there's a lot. A lot of things that I'm trying to do all at once. So I'm, like, putting time between most of them. And, like, you know, progress is being made, but, like, am I completing anything? I don't know. Like, I talk about, like, my retro games and my game collection. I like to test everything I get. Last weekend... No. Yes? No. Hold on, my brain. Not last weekend. 2 weekends ago, I picked up a big order of a bunch of the stuff. I haven't even tested it all yet, you know? It's been almost 2 weeks, and I've tested maybe like half of it. That's what I mean. It's like, there's that. It's like looking at the... Between looking at like local auctions, looking at eBay, and like actually like testing the games that I get, like, that takes a decent chunk of time. And, unfortunately, the way I have things set up, it's like very obvious to me that I have to test them, because like anything that's like organized and put away on the shelf properly has been tested, and the other things are just like on the shelf but not organized. So it's like, look at this unorganized mess, go test it and fix it, champ. You know, I could put them elsewhere, but then I feel like it's better for me to have them visible, so I'm more likely to deal with them. But also at the same time, I see them. I think it's like I see it, it's more likely for me to deal with it, but it also, like, there's the seeing it is the inherent negative, because I'm like, I don't want to see that. So it kind of works, but again, it's like I said, it's almost been like 2 weeks, but it's like there's been a lot going on. So progress has been made, and that's good, but not perfect. Anyway, there's only 4 more after this here, so that's good. Like, that's the thing. And then because of like Black Friday and like saving and like trying to see if there's anything I could save on, that's been another big thing this week. And I feel like normally I have a really good memory and I'm able to just remember things. And that's just how it works. And then there are times where I'm not able to, and they're rare. But when they do happen, it really throws me off. I feel like up until this point, there's lots of things that I had in my mind. Like, yeah, I want to look for sales on like these kind of things, and try to figure that out. And like this whole thing, I've been like, oh, what was it I was trying to think? Like, I haven't been able to think about it, you know? And it's like, I can't just like, so many digital storefronts now, they're overwhelming. Like, unless you know what you want to get, like, you can't just search for it. And even if you know what you want to get, it's overwhelming sometimes. And I'm just like, I don't even know what I wanted to get. This is too much. But I found some things that like look like they're on good sales. I've done some research. Like, I have a pair of headphones that I use, and like the left like cup on it is like starting to come off from the base. And like, I want to maybe replace them, and I realize like they're like 5 years old now, and like maybe I should just get another one, because these ones kind of bug me and sometimes hurt my head anyway. Not often, but sometimes. And I feel like they're bothering me now more because the cup's starting to like act up. So that's like a, you know, that's like an easy thing. I can figure that out. But the other things, I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing here. But I think I found some things, and I'm gonna order them, and it's gonna be great. But yeah, I'm waiting. I was waiting to order them. I think I'll try to do that now. Like, if I can get that done, and then get this big Animal Crossing day done, then I can breathe on Saturday. Then Sunday I'll obviously do turn-ups. But then I think at that point, like, things will be kind of like chill, you know? Like, I talk about RuneScape sometimes on stream, and like old school RuneScape just has like first new skill released last week on Wednesday, and I've been playing that since. I wasn't like super thrilled about it going in, but I feel like it's been better than I expected it to be. But like, I've been going fairly hard on it. I'm doing okay, and I will probably stop going so hard on it soon. So like, that's another thing, because it's like, it's a weird thing where I'm like between games, you know? Like, I'm just like focusing on that, and sometimes I'm like focusing on that for a long period of time. Sometimes it's like just between things, and that's like between things. So like, imagine trying to grind, but you're like, I also have to do all this stuff in Animal Crossing. Also, I'm trying to figure out all these sales. Also, I'm trying to do all this it's just a lot of like time-consuming stuff. So it's hard to like allocate everything properly sometimes. If you had 3,000 euros, you could buy a box of 12. Oh man. Maybe I should buy them. I should buy them and safely store them, keep one, and then sell the others once they've gone up in price. Forget traditional money making. I need to sit on things that will appreciate over time. I wonder like if those would go up in price considerably or not. Not the reseller mindset. It's not reselling, please. It's different. I mean, technically it is reselling. I feel like, I don't know, most people... I feel like maybe reselling has been, like, tainted by scalpers lately. You know? And I think scalping is, like, a bottom-of-the-barrel scum behavior. Well, like, you're trying to, like, you know, buy things and then sell them at exorbitant prices immediately after, while they're, like, hard to find. Like, that's way worse. Reselling, now come on, reselling is like a merchant's game. I am not winning this conversation. That's true. Most of them, yeah, I guess most of them are going to be damaged because they were used in a public setting. I don't know, I feel for me, when I buy, like, rare things or expensive things, and I, like, keep them for my own collection, I feel like I don't have it in me to sell them. Unless I had, like, multiples. But more often than not, I don't have multiples, so like, that's not even a question. Look, I'm just thinking, if somehow I was able to buy these things, and then in 10 or 20 years' time, they were worth a lot more, and that was enough to give me a little bit of extra freedom in life, it might be worth it. But no, I'm not, like, I don't know. I looked at those, like, amiibo cards, by the way, because I was like, oh, does anyone sell these on Marketplace here? No. Did not find any Marketplace listing. So that could be a little weird. And I remember I went to one store maybe, like, 3 or 4 months ago, and I saw that they had amiibo cards. And I was like, oh, I have some of my own. Like, how much would you, like, take them for? Or pay for them? And then, like, they didn't give me a good solid answer. They said, like, it would depend. I don't know. They don't sell much or something. I was like, oh, okay. Well, then I'm just going to forget it. Yeah, I mean, I think that's, yeah, I guess, like, I wouldn't call it, like, I guess reselling is very specific, because I wouldn't refer to that as reselling. I guess that's more like repair. I've seen, like, posts from people who, like, buy, like, controllers that are, like, in awful shape, and then, like, fix them up and clean them and repair them. And I was like, oh, I could do that, but, like, I don't think it would be worth the money. But if it was, like, fun to me, it would be fun and cool. But, like, at this point, it's like I have too many other things I'm working on, so I'm not going to go down that road. But yeah, I think there's definitely value in that. I don't think I'm going to resell. I'm just like, how can I free myself of the need for money? You know, it's just a pipe dream. Although I feel like most, I don't know about most, but I feel like the people that do that, where they buy things like that aren't working and cheap, and then fix it and then sell it, like, sure, they get some profit, but I think the fun part is them, like, they fix the controllers and they enjoy doing that. Yeah. I mean, I guess, like, reselling is just such, like, it's one of those words. Like, sure, it is technically a resale, but, like, there's just so many, like, there's such a strong, I guess, negative connotation behind resale. Like, sure, retro game stores, like you said, they resell, but you could also just refer them as secondhand stores, right? Totally different, I guess, but not, but is, you know? And yes, scalping is just, like, despicable, disgusting behavior. We're like routinely seeing stories of people lining up at Costco at like 4 in the morning so they can buy all the Pokemon stuff that's gonna drop that day. And it's like, are you kidding me? Sucks. No, yeah, definitely not. Opening a card pack and selling cards is not a service. I'm just thinking, if I have extra amiibo cards, it would be good to, like, sell them maybe, or make some stuff. And I'm only saying sell because, like, I could trade, you know, but, like, I don't have people to trade with. Who trades Animal Crossing amiibo cards? That is not a thing that happens to my knowledge. If it did, I would seek it out, but, like, I don't see anything like that. Because that could be, you know, that would be, I would probably rather trade them. I know I've given some cards to, like, friends, because I just don't care. And yeah, I'm not buying explicitly just to open them and then sell them. Like, hey, opening these packs can be really difficult. I'm saving you the effort. Your poor hands. Think about your hands. Yeah, definitely not. But yeah, I feel like I'd rather trade than sell, because I feel like selling is more work, but, like, trading would be nice, because it's, like, kind of fun. Like, oh, what do you have? Oh, I have these things. Like, you know, it's kind of like a fun little game. Walking to Canada. I don't think you can do that. Unless I'm wrong. I don't think that's gonna happen. I feel like there's water involved at some point. And unless you can walk on water. 545. I feel like we're in a good spot right now. Obviously, we're down to like 1 acre, which is really nice. But there's still, well, maybe there's not as much as I think there is. There's, well, I don't know, there's still enough. Yeah, that part. What do you mean? I don't want the European or Japanese cards. I mean, I kind of do want Japanese cards, but I also don't. Because when I was in Japan, I think I saw a handful of them, but none of them... I don't know if I saw, like, anything that I wanted. I can't remember. Waterproof shoes. Yeah, as long... What about the cards, though? You gotta keep the cards safe. I don't want wet cards. Maybe not on that. I feel like that'll be a long walk. You'll like drop from exhaustion or something. Maybe it'll happen at some point. But yeah, trading them would be fun. But like maybe selling is something that could happen. But I'm not worried about that right now. Like I said, I have all these other things I'm working on right now, so that's like low priority. Also, I've used Marketplace to buy a couple of retro games. Lately, I haven't found much on there. Usually, it's like I just look at the homepage and see what's there every day, or so, you know, like look a lot. Yeah, that's the censored card. That's right. This is a very unique, alternate artwork. Not allowed to be seen in the majority of the world. That one is funny, though. I do approve it, but I don't approve of it. I appreciate it. Whoa, 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 whoa. I said the wrong word. I didn't mean it. I appreciate that there's a censored card. It's kind of fun. Fun little history, but it's also like, ooh. I do not approve of the association with said card. Maybe when I get myself canceled 3 hours into a stream. Okay, so I got like maybe 5 inventories left here. So that's cool. I'm trying to think where I should drop this money. I could just drop it outside Nooks. That's probably the easiest place to drop it that has space. It could also be the train station, but like, we can just do this here. I think I'll just do that. But yeah, we're almost there. We're in the final stretch now. And yeah, it's like, we're 246 into the stream, but I did take like close to a 15-minute break. So if we take that into account, then yeah, we're like 2.5 hours in at this point. And I did buy for like $220. So this is looking like a little bit more than $230 at least. Okay, so that's some money right there. I'm going to assume 4 more inventories after this. I'm going to double check the money I have in the other acre. But if I have like 900k in both, that's like 1.8 mil. That's just chilling. So that's cool. Good thing I got extra money in my letters at the moment, which I could use. I guess I could use that for the lucky bags, probably. Also, in the Americas, you had 1 shiny card and 5 villagers per pack, right? That's true. I am aware of that part. You only get 1 shiny, or hollow, whatever you want to call it, and 2 villagers. So, I mean, honestly, can I just say that's crazy? Like, we're talking double the amount of cards in a pack. I just don't know, like, how much cheaper? I guess, like, as long as the price was in line, that would change things, because it would make... Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, right? Because, like, for me, the NPCs are rare. Like, if you look at the cards I need, most of them are NPCs, I think. And there's a handful of villagers. Wait, what? I don't know what I was doing. I got mixed up because I meant to drop that inventory outside, but I just deposited it instead. Whatever. Who cares? I don't care. It's all good. We're almost done. That's the important part. What have I done? That is what. Okay. Okay. Yeah, for me, it's like I got so many villagers. Like, the Series 5 packs were ridiculous, you know? Like, Series 5, it has, like, I don't know, there's only, like, 50? There's, like, 48 villagers, and I don't know. There's, like, way less cards. So it was, like, way easier to get all of them. Actually, I did open the spreadsheet recently, so it should show up in, like, my recent sheets. So I can just, like, open that up again and look. Me when I click on the wrong spreadsheet. Take a look. Yeah, I have all of the villagers from Series 5. Series 5 is the one where the ratio is perfect for Europe. After your first pack opening session, you're missing 2 cards. That's wild. I'm missing 8. And guess what? They're all NPCs. Actually, I guess I did pretty well with the NPCs for most. I think I'm missing a couple. Yeah, like Series 1, I'm missing 1 NPC. Series 2, I have all the NPCs. Series 3, I have all the NPCs. I keep forgetting to pick up these turnips, dummy. And I'm missing 2 for Series 4, and then I'm missing 8 for Series 5. So, like, yeah, I'm missing, like, 11 NPCs overall. And then it's like, I have all the villagers from Series 5. I'm missing 6 in Series 1, 4 in Series 2, 6 in Series 3, and then, like, 18 in Series 4. I had really bad luck with Series 4. I've opened the same packs. I opened 33 in Series 1, Series 32 in Series 2, 30 in Series 3, 30 in Series 4, and 23 in Series 5. 149 packs. Do not look at the MSRP for those packs in Canada. Thank you very much. And so I'm missing like 45 cards out of the whatever 448. It's not bad. I do have most of them. Nice to look at the binder. There's a couple I wish I had, but I don't know. If they get reprinted again, I might do something. But like I said, with people flocking back to Animal Crossing because the update was announced, this is the time where I should be like, hey, here's this popular amiibo card. Might be worth more than it could be later. What if they release the cards again next year? I don't know. I don't think they're going to do that. I think maybe they'd release them again when the new one drops. Unless they bring back the Welcome Amiibo Camper cards, which they have not re-released ever. I'd love to get those. That would be pretty cool. Okay. This is the last inventory, I think. Unless I've messed up. Yeah, I can imagine, like, yeah, like you said, Series 5 in Europe would be pretty crazy. Because, like, you have so many fewer villagers. So it'd be a lot easier to do. And yeah, if they're cheaper, maybe it makes it easier. Okay, so that acre looks good. I think everything's good, so I'm just gonna double check a couple places where I bought. I think all the money's good, but like I bought from the police station acre. If I talk to him, he's gonna say something about Red showing up later. But obviously nothing yet. So I bought from there, and then I bought from here. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like, they do feel more special. Like, for me, it's like, yes, they make the NPC holographic, sure. But, like, yeah, they don't, like, feel super rare, but if it, like, makes them feel rare, that would probably be a good thing. Okay, I'm just doing my little double check where I check over all the acres. It's like, I know I bought here and here. If I bought 36, I bought like 6 and then 5 for 11. And then I bought like 10 here for like 21. And then I bought like 15 here for like 36. I think that's how it worked. I think I only bought in 4 acres. And like they all look good. So I'm going to call that good. Kevin, you're in Japan 1 and 3 in special, so you have a amount of shiny ones before you even get close. Yep. But I guess it makes sense. Well, I don't know if it makes sense, because I feel like NPCs are, like, popular. You know, people would want certain ones to be seen, but at the same time, like, certain villagers are very popular, and if you don't see them, it's whatever, you know? Okay, let me update the sheet here. November 28th. 548650000. 46.9 mil. We've obviously left 900k outside, and I have a couple bags in my inventory. But that's pretty cool. If I copy that number and I put that as my bank number, it says I need 429.6 mil. And doing that was crazy. Oh my gosh. Sorry, okay. I don't know. It just means the scales are weighed differently with your scale. Yeah, it's true. I mean, you said US and then you calculate the American. Say North American, if anything. Please. So this is crazy. So like right now, my like little schedule thing, it's like 4 mil. That says 17 more weeks. I'm gonna finish July 24th. But when I paste this number in, that changes to 15 weeks in June 30th. So like that's huge. Like I think there's a good chance I could be done in the summer, and depending on how these weeks go, I could be done before the summer as well. So that would be pretty cool. Okay, anyway, that took about 2 hours and 40 minutes just of turnips. You are American too. No, I'm North American. Thank you very much. But I don't know. It's weird, you know, like, cause like for us, it's always like Americans are like from the States, you know, like we're not American. Technically, or we are in North America, but we're not. We wouldn't be Americans. We would be North American. I don't know. It's weird semantics. Anyway, it is a weird one. I will give you that. This is a grab bag. The price is 2,025 bells. It's a steal. Sure is, man. I hear last year was 2024 though. Okay. That was anticlimactic. Jeez. I think if you're not careful, these things like don't open properly. and you like would miss out on items, so I have to like sell as I go. So I don't know. I think there's like a let me pull up the wiki thing again. This is the last thing I'm doing for this stream, and then I'm gonna take a break before I come back later. So Animal Crossing grab bag. So it says they contain 3 items, which can be furniture, clothing, wallpaper, carpet, or pinwheel. Former 4 items have a 25% chance of appearing in a bag and can appear multiple times, while a pinwheel has a 50% chance of appearing instead of one of the other items and can only appear once in a single bag. Why have I not seen any pinwheels then, huh? Okay, we've found a pinwheel. Okay, that was just a bunch of wallpaper. I guess if you didn't have enough wallpaper, this would be a great day. Nintendo didn't have an official presence in Brazil. I don't know if they have amiibo cards to check. If it's all American or if it's North American. Oh, interesting. Wait, what? Brazil? But Brazil... Wait, what? Hold on. They didn't have an official presence until recently. It's all American or if it's North American. Yeah, I guess that would be South America, but... Okay, What do you mean I got yellow? Why did I get 2 of these? Okay, I have no idea how this is gonna go. This could go, like, poorly, or it could go well. I don't know. We're gonna make our money back. We're not making our money back. So that's 4 bags, and I have 1 pinwheel. This is not looking good. I mean, anything is good, but, like, you're not gonna get it all, clearly. Right, so there's 5 there, there's 5 here, and then there's 18 bags. I think it's just one of the things. Like, if you're from North America, it's different, but, like, other people refer to, like, everything here as, like, America, or, like, you know. But, like, it's North and South. You can't just think of America as, like, all, you know? You have to, like... I don't know, I guess you could, but like that would refer to a very large amount of space. Also, can you get like the same pinwheel? And then yeah, that would be why it's the Americas, because it's like there's North and South, but... Okay, we got a second pinwheel. Okay, we got a third pinwheel. That is something! Okay, we got a 4th pinwheel. Don't look at what it is. Don't ruin the surprise. Bad plaid. We don't need bad plaid. And again, we have all the furniture, so there's no way we could possibly get anything that we, like... If I got furniture that I needed from this, that would be, like, the worst thing ever, you know? Because I'm not looking at any of it. Ah! No, I spoiled it! No! Now I know I have a pink one! Okay, so yeah, this isn't gonna take long. This is probably like 10 to 15 minutes. Why is he pushing me? Stop pushing me, man! I, like, am very done with this, though. This has been 3 hours. Obviously, I've not been streaming. Well, I've been streaming the whole time, but I did take a break. Light polka shirt. Do I need that? I don't think so. No. I mean, if I got 1 new shirt from this endeavor, I would be pretty happy. I don't see it happening, but never say never. That's what they say. If I got, like, all the same pinwheel, I'd be pretty bummed. I'm just gonna say that. And again, I do have all the pinwheels on one of my other accounts, but I also have a chance to get them on the raffle next year if I'm still playing then. But I might as well participate in this and see if we get them all or what. Because if we get them now, it makes my little spreadsheet look nicer sooner. And sometimes that's all that matters. Also, I have no room to continue doing this efficiently. Okay, I already have 8 pinwheels though, so that's pretty cool. Because again, there's 18. There are 18, and you can only get one per bag. And I've opened 13? So I've got them on more than half, and it's like a 50% chance, so that's fine. I don't think I looked at the items I just sold, but I also don't think there's anything important, but now I'm like doubting myself. Optical shirt. Okay, another pinwheel and an uncommon shirt. Oh! Alert the media! Alert the media! Alert! Alert! The uncommon shirt is a new winter shirt! This is amazing! Okay, I'm actually pretty happy about that. Obviously, I'm pretty happy about that. Why wouldn't I be happy about that? A lot of wallpaper and carpet, which makes sense. It's a wonderful thing, but like, I just don't need them. Okay, anyway. I needed 4 winter shirts coming into the season, and yesterday I got one, and today I got one. So I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, another pinwheel. Rip Brazil, where 1 pack of amiibo cards costs the same as Isabel's Visit Lego set. Yikes. That's a large yikes. I do... But is that like... When you say that that's the price there, what do you, like... Is that the going rate right now? Or is that like what it was released at? But if they were never distributed... Like, if I look for amiibo cards right now, I would probably see them listed for like some ridiculous like $30 or $40 price. Which is almost the cost of that Lego. I just feel like the resale market... Like, the secondhand or like resale for them sucks when they're not like officially like out. Because like they're not in print right now in North America, I don't think. Look to Amazon. Yeah, okay. It's like, yeah, they're not available for purchase directly from stores in Canada, at least. I know that much. I don't know about Europe. If they're still available for purchase in Europe, that's crazy. Because definitely not the case here. Okay. I'm almost done, so let's look through these items. So I did get 1 new shirt. We're now, like, we got 2 out of the 4 winter shirts that we need in the first 2 days. That's a really good start, but that doesn't mean anything, obviously. Okay. Okay, so the pink pinwheel. Wonderful. Fancy pinwheel. Wonderful. Flower pinwheel. Wonderful. Tiger pinwheel. Okay. Tiger pinwheel. Flower pinwheel. But wait, we already have the flower pinwheel. The pink... No, we have that one already. Okay, the green one. They're trying to make this interesting for us here. Oh, I think we're cooked. Unless the next 3 are all new, we're not getting them. Okay, yeah, we're not getting them all. Okay, we're not getting them all. Okay, we're not getting them all. Okay, I got 11 pinwheels. And we got 5 uniques. I think that's right. Let me just make a note of that. So obviously, again, if I get pinwheels during the raffle next year, I'm good. Also, I got them through raffle from one of my other towns. They're just chilling there. But that's going to be 36, and this is going to be 61. So if we scroll down here, there you go. So you can order these. I can just sell them. It doesn't matter. But you can see, like, we have all the fans, right? That's 4, that's 6, 8, great. And then we have 5 pinwheels, and then there's all the balloons, and the balloons are the easiest thing to get because you get them every sale. You also can get them from the raffle, but that sucks, and it's like the worst thing to get from the raffle. So, like, if my town has pinwheels at the raffle, great. I don't have to, like, do an extra trip, but chances are I'll have to do a trip. So it doesn't really matter. But we got 5. It makes my spreadsheet look a little bit nicer at the very least. And we got an extra new shirt from it. So all in all, like, sure, I could just say it doesn't matter. Like, let's just, like, get them from another town. But that's not really in the spirit of things. And we got a shirt. So that's all I care about. So now, yeah, like, the spreadsheet looks so much better. Like I said, like, if I look at the spreadsheet now, I have 98 items that I need. So it's like, you remove the 5 that I just got. And now this is, like, sold out. And we're up, like, 47 mil in the bank. And I dropped 900k outside for red. And there's another 900k outside. So there's, like, 1.8 mil just chilling outside, ready for red. Okay, I am done. It's been 3 hours. I must leave. It's also almost 3 o'clock. So I've been doing this for, like, the past 3 hours. And in 3 hours, I'm going to have to do this again for another 3 hours, probably. Depends. Some stores have leftovers, maybe. I've been looking. Okay, that's fair. That's very fair. I know for me, like, when they released, it was super hard to buy them. And, like, they sold out near immediately, and there was strict limits put on it. Like, you could only buy 2 from a single retailer, and I'm trying to, like, open a bunch and make videos. So I had to, like, buy from multiple different stores. I was checking, like, all the stores because they would drop in batches. It was quite the time. But, like, they've been out of circulation here for a very long time, and I think, like, the secondhand price is pretty bad. Like, if I just quickly go to, like, ebay.ca, and I say, like, Animal Crossing Amiibo Series 1. Well, the first listing is a complete Series 1, which is listed at $400. I would like a pack. I'm trying to get a pack price. This is a set of 5 packs, Series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So someone has 5 packs for $50. The first one here is $20 for a single pack with $2 in shipping. There's a Series 5, same thing. $20 for a single pack, $20 for a single pack. This one's an import from the States that's $32 plus shipping. So yeah, I mean, I think, like, obviously on the pricier side, but not as bad as what you said for Brazil. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. Appreciate the company. I will be back later, but I don't know if you'll be around later because I'm going to be doing even more of this nonsense. But yeah, this was our first Friday spike. Couldn't have happened on a better day, am I right? So yeah, I mean, realistically, it wasn't quite 3 hours, but I would say it's like 2 hours and 45 minutes of turn-up selling. Even all the other places are full of fake cards too. Yeah, that's true. I know, it's annoying. Like, I expect that they will re-release and print more in the future. I just don't know when it will be. Like, they did this big one with this game, with New Horizons. So either next year, if they do, like, add more updates to it, they might do it again because it's been a while. Or they'll do it with the next game. And then maybe that'll be better. But I expect that to happen. But yeah, very long time, nearly 3 hours of selling turnips. We made 46.9, basically 47 mil. That's what we put in the bank at least. I did drop almost a mil outside for later tonight because it's sale day in red. And then apart from that, Nook had the grab bags in store. So there's 18 of those. There's a 50% chance of it having a pinwheel in it. I got 11 out of 18 pinwheels. Well, I got 11 of the 18 bags had pinwheels, but I only got 5 unique ones out of the 8, which is fine. I kind of wasn't expecting to get them all, and it's not the end of the world, but it is nice to just, like, have more items and look at less to get. And then from the grab bags, I actually got one of the winter shirts I need, the uncommon shirt. So now I only need 2 winter shirts. So that was like 6 new items there. And then hopefully things go well tonight and I can get all 13 remaining red items. But I don't know how that's going to go. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If you buy fakes, whatever. Like, I think if you're just buying the fake and it's like, I think, like, for collectors who buy the full series, that's one thing. But for the people that are just playing the game and they just want to have, like, 1 or 2 cards so they can access a certain villager or something, it's like you're buying it for a specific purpose. It's not like you're buying it to be like, look at this fake card I have. You're like, no, I'm buying this so I can scan and get this person. So I think it's like not. I don't think people buy like fake to collect them. I think they're buying for specific purpose, and I think that's a little bit better. Otherwise, it's like you're just like letting people that make fake cards win. But yeah, that was a long time. It's nearly 3 o'clock. So yeah, I'll probably be on around 6, maybe slightly after, and then I have no idea how long I'm gonna stream tonight. Because again, I'm trying to like buy out Red forever until I get everything he has. And there's 66 unique items he has, and I need 13. So this could be quick. I could maybe be done in an hour or two, and that would be pretty cool. But it could also go for 4 hours. So we're just gonna see how tonight goes. There's also 6 items I ended up getting from the island when I was trying to get the island exclusive items. Those items would be the exotic table, the quaint painting, cabin dresser, classic vanity, well, widescreen TV, and green wardrobe. Those are 7 items that I got from the island. Those are red items specifically. And I would like to see if I get all of them or most of them during this, because I'm like, oh, it feels wrong for me to get these in this sense, and I'd rather get them naturally. So if I can see them here, then I'll know. But yeah, whatever. Yeah, I will say, like, some people don't know that they're buying fakes, and that's what sucks. I don't like that. That's not good for people, because then yeah, people don't realize, and they're just trying to do something nice for someone, and then they can't. But yes, let's manifest that. So I've been on for 3 hours. I'm gonna be off for 3 hours, and I'll be back for maybe another 3 hours, maybe more. Who knows? This will be the like longest duration of streaming for Animal Crossing on the GameCube that I'll probably do in the entire journey, probably. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna rest everything and be back later. Bye.